Y'all, I have made a ton of mistakes in my business, but one thing I feel like I've learned to do pretty well is dang it, oh goodness, it's clearly not getting words out. Welcome to Monday Magic. My name is Rob Green, and I run a photography business here in Fort Worth, Texas called Square 8 Studio. And each week, I want to give you tips and tricks and inspiration to help you build your business, wow your clients, and create photo magic. Why? Because my observation from years in the photography industry is that there are so many photographers out there who are incredibly passionate about your skills as a photographer, but often lack the structure and the framework to put around that to really build a successful, lucrative business. I want to give you the tools you need to take things to the next level. So whether you're a beginning photographer who is just starting out and needing some motivation and inspiration to finally start charging for your time and talents, or you're an established photographer who has been at this for a while and ready to take things to the next level, I want to help you figure out what it's going to take in your business to build a business that you are insanely proud of and that other people can't stop talking about. As photographers, a lot of us feel this tension starting out of I want to, or maybe I need to make some money, but I don't know if anybody will pay me yet. I don't know if I'm ready for that. And so there's also this need to practice and refine our craft and get good at what we do. So how do we get in our practice reps as photographers while establishing our value and moving towards a direction strategically of getting more and more paid work? Y'all, I've made a ton of mistakes in my business over the years, but one thing I've always done pretty well is leverage free shoots strategically in my business. And so today I want to share with y'all how you can do that too. And there's two key areas you want to use this time, this season of getting started in your business to build out and master. And that's, you want to master your technique and your communication. Let's talk about what that looks like. All right, first off, mastering your technique. Guys, practice till you're ready. Let me just say that. There's no shame in that. It is perfectly okay to do more and more shoots until you are ready to go, until you have the basic skill set you need as a photographer to charge with confidence. Now, that said, don't stay there. You're not meant to stay in the practice phase forever. Remember, your practice sessions are designed to help you grow in your skills and in your confidence. It's kind of like the swimming pool as a kid, right? Remember the first time you saw that swimming pool and you wanted to jump in, you wanted to take the jump, but you didn't know how to swim. And so there's this whole fear of well, what happens if I get in and I don't know what I'm doing and I drown, right? But remember what you did? You started getting swim lessons, whether it was official swim lessons or just hopping in the pool with mom or dad, and you learned how to do it. You did it over and over again. You practiced that little doggy paddle at first, and then you got into the bigger strokes, and next thing you knew, people couldn't get you out of the pool if they tried because you were loving it, you were thriving in it. It takes time and repetition to build confidence and build skills. And just like the swimming pool, your photography is no different. It's gonna take time. So put in the reps, put in the time, and have fun with it. You're gonna be swimming before you know it. An easy way to kind of doggy paddle as you're starting out is to offer your first free sessions, your first practice sessions to friends and family. People who are not gonna bust your chops if the whole thing is a total flop and all the pictures are just a disaster, right? Don't go to strangers first, go to people you know and love and that love you and wanna help you succeed. Start there, pick up a few quick, easy wins, and then build out. Once you've gone through a few of those sessions with them and you've started getting in a rhythm with some of your basics, start thinking about who are the people that I would really love to work with in my area. Who is that kind of person that, man, if I had lots of people like them, I'd be really happy. And go and offer free sessions to them next. For me, when I started out, I really wanted to work with well-dressed people. And so if I was out at a restaurant and was sitting at a table next to some people that were really fashionably dressed, I would strike up a conversation with them. And if we hit it off, I'd wind up offering them a free session sometime. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But for the times that it did, it gave me more practice reps with people that were already in that wave of here's who I want to work with. I did the same thing with college students. I found some local university students here in Fort Worth that were really fashionable and offered some free sessions to them as well, so that when I was getting in my practice reps, I was also working with the kind of people that I wanted to work with. See, getting the right people in front of your camera can accelerate your connection to your ideal client. The second thing you need to master is your communication. I've heard it said that luxury is anticipating your client's needs. The more you can anticipate, the more your perceived value will rise. And a lot of this, y'all, comes down to communication. So what does that look like practically? Pre-shoot, that means communicating things like what to wear, what to bring, how to prep your kids, weather contingencies, anything that your client might want to ask you or feel inclined to ask you prior to the session. Send them an email or a text message or whatever your preferred communication is in your business model to your client before they ever think to ask it. What about communication on the session? This looks like your excitement, your enthusiasm, the energy that you bring to the session, the encouragement that you give your client. Because think about it, they're feeling a little awkward being on the other side of the camera. Like, you've got the easy job, believe it or not. It's awkward for most people being on the other side of your camera. It's weird for them. It's new for them, just like it's new for you in this season. The difference is for you, you're gonna grow past that. You're gonna grow out of that, and you get to be the one instilling that confidence in your clients. Easy way to do that is by mastering your posing. When you can figure out how to help your clients avoid ever asking the question, what do I do with my hands? That's gonna be a sign that you're starting to anticipate client needs on the session itself. Then there's post-session. This is things like sending out sneak peeks and setting up expectations for what happens from here on out. And even coming down to like an email requesting a review at the end of the process from your client. All of these things are ways you can anticipate what your client might be thinking before they even think it. And the more you do that, the more that perceived value continues to rise. Now, some people might say, just fake it till you make it. But I want to challenge that. Don't be fake. Like, people don't like fake. Here's what you want to do. You want to treat every session, even the free ones, like high-paid luxury sessions. And treat every client, even the free ones, like high-paid luxury clients. Over time, your consistency in treating everyone and loving everyone and serving everyone with that same kind of excellence is going to pay off for you. So love well, serve well, shoot well, consistently, over and over again. This is what you're trying to do as you're building out your practice session rhythms, is you're becoming, in these practice sessions, the kind of photographer you want to be long down the road. One final note, if your clients had a great time with you and loved their images, don't be afraid to check back in and ask them if they know anyone that might want to also get in front of your camera. Starting out, this might be for another free session. As you get better and better at this might be the kind of thing that you're asking actually for paid session referrals. You never know who your clients might know, who is the exact ideal client that you have been dying to work with. So don't be afraid to be bold and ask. If you've loved them well from start to finish and communicated well from start to finish, and you've shot with excellence because you've been practicing and preparing for this moment, it's an easy ask to make. That's all for today. If you've enjoyed today's episode of Monday Magic, please take a moment and hit that like button or subscribe below, and we'll see you next time.